So first of all, let's just talk about why certification is important. Having a professional association and a certification process unites us as professionals. The certification process and the body of knowledge provided by IIBA and the BABOC, they bring us together. They have given us a shared understanding of the role. They make us all stronger. Like, there are still many people in our community who can remember the days before IIBA and before PMI started embracing the BA profession and thinking about like how disparate we were. We didn't have this common ground, this profession to bring us together. I remember early in my career feeling like I was the only one doing business analysis, or we thought we were in this like made up role, and discovering the fact that there's an actual profession gives us all a ladder to climb and a common shared understanding. And certifications support that because they allow us to show and demonstrate that we have the knowledge that's understood to be accepted within business analysis. Now, on a personal level, certifications give us recognition and credibility. People see us as more authoritative in our profession when we have a certification. I fought this for a really long time because I didn't think I needed any letters behind my name to be a good business analyst. And the reality is I didn't need letters behind my name to be a good business analyst. I was a good business analyst. I was a great business analyst. Not to stroke my own ego there, but I really do think I was a great business analyst. And when I earned my CBAP nearly 10 years ago, what I found though is it still gave me an extra layer of credibility. It gave me a foundation to stand on, another reason to present myself, like an extra boost. And that was also true when Bridging the Gap became an endorsed education provider of IIBA. People automatically had more interest in our trainings, even though nothing about them had changed. And I've seen it be true for our ACBA recipients as well. I've heard stories of receiving shout outs from managers, of contacts from recruiters, people coming to them and asking about their experience, and just generally being seen as more credible within the business analysis profession. So like it or not, having a certification and having those letters to put behind your name does elevate you and your professional stature. And on a very practical level, if you are looking for a business analyst job or just want to know that you could someday have a career outside of your current company, having a business analyst certification allows you to present yourself as a professional with a BA certification, which often employers are looking for. And inside your company, it's equally important as giving you that extra layer of authority. People tend to listen to what you have to say when you have letters backing up, showing that you know what you're talking about, like it or not, again. So one thing I want to say, given all of this, is that certifications, yes, they're incredibly important, and yes, they can give you a career boost, but they are not a prerequisite for getting started in business analysis. There are always opportunities to get started here and now. And for over a decade at Bridging the Gap, we've been helping mid-career professionals start business analyst careers with or without their certifications by applying business analyst techniques on the job, identifying their transferable business analyst skills, and receiving training and instructor support that they need to feel really confident about moving into a business analyst role. So why the applied certification in business analysis? And that, why now? We have been providing this kind of online training since 2010, and our courses have always included a combination of pre-recorded on-demand training and on-the-job application, and often also instructor support to review that work and provide feedback. And specifically in the Business Analyst Blueprint program, which is the program where you can now earn your ACBA, participants learn and apply a wide range of business analyst techniques on the job or through volunteering if they are currently in between opportunities, and have their work reviewed by an instructor to meet rigorous program and industry standards. And historically, this has been a requirement just to earn a certificate of completion for the program. And by creating this sort of learning experience, our participants have achieved some pretty phenomenal results. It's not uncommon that for an aspiring business analyst, so somebody who's seeking their first official business analyst role, that they become more recognized more quickly for on-the-job opportunities. And they expand the role they are in to include a more business analysis focused role. So somebody in QA might start doing a little bit more in the requirements. Somebody who's a subject matter expert might start doing more process flow modeling or getting pulled into areas outside of their unique area of expertise. Somebody who's in software development might start getting pulled in earlier in the project and have more interaction with the business community. So they still might be in their same role, but they are doing more and more business analysis activities. And often like that becomes somewhat official pretty soon. Like they might have a part-time role that they move into where they're doing some business analysis in some of their current role. And then often within a year or two of finishing the program, they fully transition into their first official business analyst role. And that can be within their current organization or in a different organization, but they're able to leverage that on-the-job experience into an official business analyst role. And it's not uncommon for somebody who's a practicing business analyst professional who has the title, who has the role, to build up confidence in their skills. And that enables them to move into a more senior level role or to step into a new domain or to even lead and manage other business analysts in their organization. Now, the demands of the Business Analyst Blueprint program, they are pretty significant. There are 4 modules in 4 key skill areas. We cover business process analysis, use cases and wireframes, data modeling, and the business analyst process framework. And for each module, a participant prepares and submits a workbook demonstrating that they've applied the program content on the job. Now, this could involve preparing models, writing out documentation, meeting with stakeholders to discover and validate that information and the requirements. It's true on-the-job application. And there is no fictitious case study to use. People ask us for that, but we require that you actually apply what you are learning in the real world. And that's because that's where we see people achieve this kind of career momentum. And that's where the confidence comes from. You don't get the same level of confidence in your skill set when you apply it in a fictitious case study that a training program provides for you. When you are out doing it on the job, even if that's volunteering at a nonprofit to help them with their business process, you gain confidence that you can apply this in the real world. And that workbook that you complete as you go through it goes through a very rigorous instructor review process. Many are sent back for revisions and updates, and not everyone passes. It is a very rigorous review. And there was a point, like we had put this all together and been running the program for several years. And there was this point where I realized that we were asking of our participants, like what we were asking of them just to earn a certificate of completion, they really deserved way more than that certificate. They are demonstrating that they can successfully apply the foundational business analyst techniques on the job, and they deserve a certification as a result. And so came to be the applied certification in business analysis. But there was another driver for me. Most of the professionals that we help at Bridging the Gap are mid-career, and this means that they have at least a few years of professional experience. Some have decades of experience. And while they may not yet be ready for a senior level certification that requires past work experience in business analysis, neither are they served by an entry-level certificate. And the applied certification in business analysis provides an opportunity for these professionals to earn a certification that aligns with the work experience that they have. And there was even something more than this, because ever since I founded Bridging the Gap, part of my mission has been to help us as professionals understand and appreciate our own value, to gain the recognition in terms of salary and promotions and titles and respect that we so much deserve, and to feel truly confident in our skill sets. Granting a certification is one way that I'm serving that larger purpose, because many professionals feel recognized, gain more confidence, start to appreciate their own value, and are seen as more valuable when they have a certification. And I realized it was within my power to help create that bigger mission in a way that I just had not seen before. Now, when it comes to the difference between the ACBA and the certifications provided by IIBA and PMI, it's really an apples to oranges comparison. There's no direct comparison to make. So those professional certifications, they are exam-based certifications. And you'll find many providers, training providers out there that teach certification prep courses, and those courses are designed to help you pass the exam. You submit the application, you pass the exam, you receive the certification. Now, I don't say that at all to minimize the process, because these exams are incredibly rigorous and many people don't pass the exams on the first try. I studied for a solid 3 months to pass my CBAP exam, and it was one of the most challenging exams I have ever taken. Even the application process was extremely, extremely challenging. But at the end of the day, they are exams, and that's an entirely different type of certification than what we offer at Bridging the Gap. Because the ACBA, on the other hand, is an applied certification. It's in the very name, Applied Certification in Business Analysis, ACBA. And it represents not just your documented work experience, but also the validation of that work experience according to the rigorous certification standards that we've set. It certifies not that you just know how to pass a test, but that you can perform those foundational business analysis techniques on the job and in an industry standard way. This requires you to go through our specific training materials, because that's where we teach you how to do each of these techniques and educate you on the certification and industry standards that we've put in place. So the only way to earn your ACBA is by joining a session of the Business Analyst Blueprint Certification Program, and you can find the details about that program by clicking the link below this video. Now, you might be wondering what certification is right for you, and I can't give you an answer to that. You really do have to figure it out yourself. And from a professional perspective, I believe that there is room for all types of certifications in our profession, and probably many more in the business analysis space. We're just really scratching the surface here. I look forward to professionals like you having many, many options to choose from, so you can choose what serves you and your career goals. Now, the ACBA is right for you if you're looking for practical training that you can immediately apply on the job and gain hands-on experience, not just abstract knowledge or theory. If you are willing to invest significant time and energy learning and applying those business analyst skill sets to create more opportunity in your current role, or you are willing to volunteer to gain that opportunity and that experience. It's right for you if you want to confirm what you know and what you don't know, and fill any gaps in understanding, and really through that process build your confidence by having an outside perspective on your work. It's right for you if you want to put all those techniques together into an end-to-end process. We call it our 8-step business analysis process framework that you can apply again and again, and even use as the foundations of your business analysis practice. You can use it to apply in multiple different industries. This is an end-to-end process that works on all kinds of projects, all kinds of industries, all kinds of methodologies. It's methodology agnostic. And it also is right for you if you might be thinking about an IIBA certification in the future, but you're still lacking some confidence in your actual work experience. Many of our participants find that they discover new transferable skills, and they also find their exam prep for the CCBA or the CBAP is much easier after participating in our programs, because the knowledge has a place to land as you build more expansive and extensive experience. So you start to see and connect the dots, and so when you then go through and are reading the BABAC and preparing for the exam and kind of assimilating all the terminology and the knowledge, there's places for that to land in terms of your experience. The ACBA is also for you if you want to build a portfolio of vetted work samples that you can share with employers to present your ability to actually do this work. And finally, the ACBA is for you if you're looking for more credibility and you want a credential that's aligned to your level of career experience that you can put on your resume, you can post to LinkedIn, and you can share with your employer. Now, if this sounds like you, we'd be honored to help you take the next step and create a purpose-filled career in business analysis. Click the link below to learn more about the Business Analyst Blueprint Certification Program, where you can earn your applied certification in business analysis, or ACBA. As always, I'm so grateful to have you here. We build our profession one business analyst at a time, and success starts with you.